Corpsepaint Show. We are gonna kill you. Kill. Keep it lively, lame brain. So guess who we have coming up in 3 weeks? I think it's 3 weeks. We got Bruce Campbell. We're talking to him live. He's coming to Dallas for a cool event coming up. We also have Christine Young. She's opening for The Damned in London coming up in February. Yeah, there's Christine right there. Anyways, we'll be talking to her live. I think that's on February 11th. Yes, indeed. And speaking of lively as well, we say welcome back to Janie Slash.
Hello, I'm glad to be back. Sorry I missed last week.
Man, it's good to have you, Janie. So just a couple of things that kind of remind us of Janie Slash. First off, she loves to play with oversized props.
Yeah.
You like that?
That's me.
I love that picture.
Yeah, the picture was taken by Roderick Pullum for the Dallas Observer.
Roderick, okay. Right, Roderick, that's a great picture. Thank you, Roderick Pullum, for the picture. And you're performing at Viva's and playing with the big. And also last night, some things were happening to your ass. Oh!
You got stapled?
Yeah. So some people were like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Janie, you can take it from here.
I was being a human tip jar.
Okay, so if we keep this picture up for a moment, that dude has a staple gun in his hand and a American dollar bill, or maybe it's a 5 or a 20, whatever.
I think it was like $3.
And of course, it's Janie Slash on the left.
Yeah,
and
that's me.
A Uber fan on the right who has the stapler. And
I just like that my panties said metal. Like, those are just the ones I had in my bag because I always bring an extra pair. And I was like, I need staple panties because I didn't want to get blood on my good panties. So I pulled them out and I was like, oh, they say metal on the ass. I had like a pentagram on the crotch, so it worked out. And then I realized I was like, dude, that picture's great because it looks like metal as fuck.
That's a great picture. Hey, so later in the show, we'll be talking about Halloween 2018. And our good friend John Carpenter just had a birthday. And that movie upcoming. I know he didn't direct that one.
No.
He's not directing this one.
He's not directing this one.
But we'll be talking
But
about
he directed the original one.
Do you like our flag of Portugal?
You know, the original Michael Myers also stapled my ass.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Monster Party.
Yeah. Totally great.
Kane Hodder?
No. Kane Hodder. Oh my God.
Hey.
Kane Hodder is Jason. He's a lot of things.
Guess what just came in the mail? The brand new release from the Hitachi Wand band called The Vibrators.
I was gonna say, are you expecting me to say it? Like, you paused. There was like this long, dramatic pause.
Look at these guys. Look at that, man.
Yes.
This is our band.
Those guys are great.
This is a strong release too, and I like it a lot. So yeah, this is the new Vibrators release. There it is, called Past, Present, and Into the Future, and I like it a lot. That's some good British punk rock.
Yeah.
And some power pop. They mix it up on this album. It's a little bit of rockabilly, a little bit of blues. Yeah, like the Vibrators. They all three were in this studio.
Yeah.
Just a few months ago, right?
They were here.
Okay, so let's bring on our telephone guest. It's Gregg. He's with the band Venomous Maximus. Now, a little background, Janie Slash and Venomous Maximus. They're a psych metal band. And what does that mean? I don't know. It's kind of like LSD rock. No, let's not say that. Let's say that it's a little more touch of doom. There are doom parts to it, but it's like, you know, the band Gypsy Hawk or The Sword. and maybe a touch of Black Sabbath and Judas Priest in there too. So it's driving American hard rock, and these guys are energetic. And remember when we were at Warped Tour and we saw Valiant Thor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of
We saw them at Fun too.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Hey, Greg.
How's it going?
Good, man. Thanks for joining us. So, Greg is the mastermind, the leader, if it's okay for me to say that, of Venomous Maximus. And I was just
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just describing to Janie kind of your sound, and I know you can't really be pigeonholed, man. But the main thing is, it's hard rock, it's metal, it's in your face, it's energetic, and we like that a lot, man. And you're Texas-based, so that's cool too.
Thank you very much. It's always good to hear people give you compliments.
Yeah, man. All right, so we got a picture of you up right there, kind of shredding on the guitar, and it looks like your fingers are bleeding. It's probably my imagination.
That's from all the drawing, man, not from playing guitar, man.
Okay. So, the title of your new release, Greg, is?
No Warning.
That's right. Man, and I was listening to this earlier, and it's just good rock. It's heavy, it's strong, and you know, if you're a metal fan, just pick this up. There's a cool green disc right there. So it's out on what, green vinyl? Am I seeing that right?
Yeah. Normally we would put them out on just standard black, and then like as you know the reissues and all that stuff started coming out, we would do a multiple different colors, go in the dark. But on this one, we just decided out the bat, man, let's just have fun with this one, you know?
Yeah, good. That's totally cool. And this is what I was talking about earlier with Ziggy, and then, you know, in metal, in horror, in all of it, man, sometimes you just got to have fun and show the humor or dark humor in what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what makes it sadistic, you know what I mean? Like, the crazy madman killer that's, like, serious, like, that's not any fun, you know? I like the maniac that's giggling and laughing the whole time, you know? That's terrifying to me, but that's actually more true to reality, you know?
Yeah.
I see what you mean. What was the biggest movie of 2017? It, right? That's what you're describing, the laughing crazy man.
Man, I just saw that like 2 weeks ago. I'm not really a big fan on the remakes, of course, you know? Like, I'm one of those grumpy guys that likes everything, you know, classic.
Right.
And I strayed away from watching it because I was the perfect age of when the first It came out on television.
Okay.
It terrified me. I mean, I've been telling people this. When the first one came out, I actually stayed home from school because it kept me up at night that I couldn't get to bed. But anyways, I'll keep on going.
So
a friend of mine made me watch the new It, and I was blown away by how good of a movie it was.
Yeah.
Like, it stood on its own.
right.
Just as it's a great movie. I loved it.
Yeah, totally cool. And you know, our show, we got Janie Slash here. She's the horror movie geek. Yeah. And so
Hello.
So she kind of covers horror, and I cover metal. So what we like to do on our show, please get the word out, Greg, is cover metal and horror.
I'm sorry, repeat that again?
We cover metal and horror. They go together.
Oh, yeah, of course they do. Artwork on the cover.
That's right, man. No warning. You've got it right there.
Speaking of metal and horror, have y'all been jamming the new the John Carpenter?
You know, we were just talking about him.
Yeah, we were just talking
I
about
know. It's so good. I'm a tattoo artist. Me and the guitar player in the band, Christian Larson.
Yeah.
We opened up a tattoo shop, Secret Tattoo, and so I have the pleasure of all day I listen to music while I'm working.
Yep.
And that John Carpenter, I have 1 and 2. I don't really know the names of them. I just have both of them. And that has been the #1 request, even from like clients that are completely normal folk. I mean, like the soccer mom to the doctor to the lawyer, you know, they don't know who it is or what it is, but that those two albums have been requested the most out of anything, man. It's just been nonstop playing.
Nice. Now,
That's awesome.
so Secret Tattoo is the name of the shop, and it's in Houston?
Yes, sir. We're located in Montrose.
Montrose.
Oh, Montrose.
You know it?
I like to think that I live in Montrose. I don't live in Houston. I live in Montrose.
Montrose. All right, Montrose. Janie Slash is a Houston girl herself.
Yeah. I'm from Pearland.
Oh, that ain't even Houston.
That ain't Houston.
It's not Houston. It's outside of Houston.
That's kind of an ongoing thing, man. Houston is so big. It's like 5 little cities, like all kind of crammed together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look, Greg, did you do okay after the hurricane last year?
Yeah, I did fine, man. I was actually stuck up at the tattoo shop for about 4 or 5 days straight.
Oh.
And it's funny. We don't have cable or anything like that, and all I had to watch was on VHS.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park,
Okay.
Death Wish,
Nice.
and here's a real unique one: The Big Birdcage with Pam Grier and Sid Haig.
Oh, no kidding.
Wow.
Have y'all heard of this movie?
No.
No, never heard of it.
Big Birdcage.
I can't believe Quentin Tarantino hasn't remade this movie.
Yeah.
It has Pam Grier from Jackie Brown, Pam
Yeah.
Grier,
Yeah.
and Sid Haig, the clown from House of a Thousand Corpses.
Of course.
Yeah.
And he's so young that he's like as skinny as I am. But anyways, what the movie's about is it's pretty raunchy. It's based in Thailand. Mm-hmm. It's like this mob boss. He kidnaps beautiful women that are tourists, and he locks them up in this women prison out in the Thailand wilderness. And they just happen to like get in fights and roll around in mud and stuff like that,
Okay.
There's a great scene where there's a gigantic Norwegian girl who's kidnapped, and she's like 7-8 feet tall. And the way she escapes from prison is she lubes herself down with like coconut oil.
Yeah.
And runs butt naked through the woods, and nobody can catch her because she's slippery.
What?
Oh, nice. So
But it's called the Big Birdcage because when they're bad, instead of solitary confinement, they get put in a gigantic human birdcage.
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
So it kind of.
But it really is an awesome movie.
Here's what I'm
like
visioning,
it.
man. When you describe it, number one, the Green Inferno, and number two, Caged Heat.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, you
'Cause
mentioned
it's real funny. It's real funny movie. It's real slapstick almost. But look it up. I'm serious. You'll be very entertained. The Big Birdcage.
All right, I will. Thank you, man, for that referral.
Can I have one request, man? This is freaking me out. I can hear my voice repeating back to me. Oh, dude.
It kind of echoing back. I'm sorry, man. I don't think we can cure that.
I just got to deal with it, huh?
Hey, quick question. Now, you mentioned Pam Grier. I was going to ask Janie Slash. Isn't she also in the new Halloween? 2018? Okay,
I haven't seen it.
Right, it's not out yet, but it's. I guess it's due out later this year. It's. There's another remake of Halloween, but I'll check that. I might be wrong on it, but
is Carpenter or Rob Zombie doing it? Who's directing it?
It's not.
David Gordon Green is directing it.
Who's that?
He did a movie called Undertow, another movie called All the Real Girls. He's done a few. They're more indie, not really horror.
The funny thing
is,
is,
good for him.
Yeah, we're excited.
It'll be good.
Yeah,
we're excited about this movie, but he's not a horror director.
But he's a good director.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's better though, because like how Ridley Scott did the Alien.
Mm-hmm.
They don't approach it as a horror.
Yeah, it'll be a different perspective.
Yeah.
It tends to like tap a nerve when.
Well, and Halloween's a little bit different than your traditional horror. It's a little more slow burn. Kind of more like indie films are. So it probably is a really good fit.
All right, good.
Hopefully.
Okay.
But it's being written by Danny McBride, which I find really weird.
The actor?
Yeah, the actor.
No kidding.
Nah, man, I'm Danny McBride all the way.
Oh, I love him, but I don't know about writing a horror movie. Should be interesting.
Yeah. All right. We'll take
Man,
that.
I think he's talented. So
Oh, he is.
I believe he can do
He's
it.
hilarious.
Yeah, well, and you know what? This is what we were talking about in the studio earlier, is that there's, the horror. Horror contains so many comedic elements.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it kind of has to,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, it's
It's
a
like
it's a
human-
release. You can't
Go
just
ahead.
go hardcore. You can't just go hardcore the whole time. You have to have some form of a release, like a little bit of a relief somewhere in the middle.
Release. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how human beings have always dealt with like terrible situations and like tension. If you ever notice, people will laugh when they're nervous. People laugh when they're scared.
Yes, that's a great point.
It's a natural defense system. That's the way we cope with things when we do not know what to do. We just laugh.
Right. And you know what? You're right. That's a great point. And sometimes even at a funeral, there'll be laughter, and it's not out of disrespect. It's just a reaction.
Yeah.
You're right. That's a great
It's the whole
point.
thing of like, don't ever think of laughing in church, because you will.
It's true.
Not that I would know about that ever going to church or anything, but I've heard about that.
I've heard about that.
That was always one of the places I always felt most uncomfortable in was in church.
Right.
I was like, I don't know what to do.
It's the most awkward thing, especially for guys. I mean, it's just awkward. It's nothing we want to do. Stand up and sing in front of people? I know. Who wants to do that?
A lot of people want to stand up and sing in front of people. You
Well,
mean like
you know what I
hymns.
mean.
You got to rephrase that.
All right.
But
I'll read.
oddly enough, though, I've read the Bible quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't read it as a fanatic, you just like say read it as like a graphic novel.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. I mean, it's full of war and betrayal
And beheadings and killings and rape and Babylon
Yes.
whores and all of
How come there isn't? Why isn't there a preacher ever up there telling that shit?
I want to hear about the whores of Babylon.
Exactly. Walls of Jericho.
Right. And so, you know what? We gravitate towards the metal bands that tell us these biblical stories told in a comedic way.
Exactly.
Gregg, it's great to talk to you, man. And all the best for Venomous Maximus. I don't know. When I hear that name, I think I can kind of.
Hold on, we're going to talk about the band, right? We ain't even talked about the band
No,
yet.
we're
Let's
talking
talk
about
about
the
the
band.
band.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
talk
talking
about the band. So tell us about the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were like hanging up or
No,
something.
we're not hanging up.
Whoa.
No. We want to talk about the
Okay.
band. I love the name.
Okay.
I love your
Thank
green
you.
album. Sorry. I love the color green.
Yeah, that was our first color scheme.
I like it.
Me being an artist, the colors, the font, the name, all of that was the most important thing for me from the very get-go. The name was the very first thing before there was any music. The name came.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second, I had to see the font.
Yep.
And then once I had the font, I had to bring in a color.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Like in another life, I would have loved to have been a movie director.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who knows me will tell you, like, I love movies. And so the band, that's really how I kind of approached it, as if this band was going to be my movie, and each album was going to be a sequel,
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the font, it's so important because it's the cover of the movie. I'm just trying to express that this stuff was so important to us, and it still is.
It's
And I hope that it shows.
It does, and it's important to me as a music fan. It is. It really is. The font, the color, the sizing, the artwork, all of it. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I wish more bands would take a little tip from Iron Maiden. And one of the rules that I had
Okay.
was whoever makes our artwork will always make our artwork till the band is over.
Gotcha.
We will never switch artists because I wanted to make a brand.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to brainwash people. I wanted people to recognize it and always know it. And I see too many bands always, every album, changing the font, changing the art, changing the flavor. Oh, it's like you trying to make me forget who you are.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You know, so and what's funny about all this, none of this is new. This is the classic way. But it just seems like people don't want to do what works nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, I see your point. If you want to change a font, then make it, change a name and make it a side project, not your
Well, I mean,
actual band.
it's your brand. It's like you said, it's your brand. It's what you're recognized by. You want people to just, even out of the corner of their eye, instantly go, yes, that's Venomous Maximus. You know, versus having to look
I mean,
at it
we have two fonts that we use. And all the second one is the first one distorted.
That's cool.
Yeah, gotcha.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's I truthfully I think it has to do with too many bands have 4 or 5 guys arguing over every decision. So they can't decide anything.
Yeah.
Gregg, man, we appreciate your time. I'm going to send you a copy of this show tonight or tomorrow for you to freely share or whatever you want.
Where do they go to purchase your album? Like, where can we pick it up at?
Oh, I'm such the wrong person to ask this. You can get on the computer.
No, wait, Gregg,
Yeah.
there's a shop tab on your Facebook page.
Is there a shop tab on your Facebook page?
And there is a cool hoodie for only $25 that has a...
I just like to ask so people listening can know where to find it. That's all. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, it's got a cool... I like your...
You know what's funny?
Yes, what's funny?
I've never even seen our hoodie.
I like the one that is...
I don't own a computer.
Oh.
And I never know what's going on. I never know when our shows are. I never know what people say about our band. I never know any of it.
Hey, you might have a show. You might have a show tonight.
Uh-oh.
All right, man. It's a pleasure to talk to you. We're showing it on the screen right now. And
we got it pulled up so people can find it.
Yeah, it's actually the Facebook page, and then it's store. That's tab that says store.
Cool.
But I was admiring earlier the hoodie that had the cool it had the cool Baphomet on it. Or the pentagram. It was very, very neat. And it was only $25.
It's not bad at all.
Man, I was that close. It just... Gregg, thank you very much. The band is Venomous Maximus, and let's stay friends. And can we talk to you again in the near future?
Man, you can talk to me anytime you want.
That's great. I'm going to call you.
I never sleep.
I don't either.
All right, man. It's so good to talk to you. The band is Venomous Maximus.
Thanks,
check
Gregg.
them out.
Yeah,
in
check
your
them
face.
out on
Hard
Facebook.
rock.
Yeah.
Ugh. Thank you, Gregg.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Talk to you soon. Bye now.
Bye.
See you on the other side.
You got it, man. So look, here's the other thing. You can see Gregg at Secret Tattoo in Montrose, near Houston, Texas, USA. Secret Tattoo. And they'll probably be playing some John Carpenter, LPs in there.
Yeah.
Lost Themes 2.
Oh, the Carpenter album?
Yeah, Lost Themes and Lost Themes 2.
Yeah, he did that tour not too long ago, right?
He did.
Yeah, he did like a
I
whole
heard it was
night
incredible.
of shows in L.A.
Yep.
We one of our interviewees went to one of his live shows right after after he got off the call with us. He was
That's
like, "I gotta go because I gotta go do this cool thing."
This cool thing. It's way cooler than this. I gotta go see John Carpenter. Like, so much fucking more awesome. Yeah. So, John Carpenter's birthday, which we're going to talk about later, was this past week. So, I like how he just happened to come up in discussion.
Gregg's,
Also, Edgar Allan Poe's birthday was last week, too. So,
Gregg's calling me right now, so let me see.
2 men of genius. What are you doing?
Hey, Gregg.
Live on air!
No, everything went great.
So anyway, last night we had our show, Deadly Sins Burlesque and Sideshow at Wits End. And it was a crazy, wild night of burlesque and sideshow. We had 2 guest performers. We had some glass walking, machete ladder walking, and all this awesome stuff. And it was a good time.
No, I heard that the machete ladder went very, very well.
It did.
No one lost
No
a
one
limb.
lost a foot. Nothing got cut. You know, that's always a success. Anytime nobody bleeds.
Yeah, I mean, that's always great.
And everybody wanted to staple me, which is weird because usually I walk through and it's like 5 people are like, "Oh, I'll staple you." Everybody's like weirded out by it, but no, not last night. I had to leave. I was like, I have no more skin for you to staple because I would staple my arms and my ass.
I see at least 120 there.
Oh yes, that was the first one I got. I walked over and they're like, "We're ready for you," and I was like, "Yes."
Oh man, that's
I pulled that off
brutal.
my ass and spent it at the bar though. Like it didn't even make it home.
Well, easy come, easy go.
I started
I
drinking
guess.
Deep Eddy. Somebody at Bingo on Friday, because I host Burlesque Bingo, suggested that I have they bought me a shot and it was like Deep Eddy lemon vodka with a splash of Sprite. And
oh my.
it's fucking great. We all were drinking it last night after the show was over. Yeah.
Hey, all right.
It was so good. So I highly recommend that drink.
This is the horror show.
Oh, for sure.
This is the
Oh, yeah,
horror
it's
show,
delicious.
and we're going to bring.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah, we're going to bring to everybody a lot of news about horror films out right now or upcoming. And we're going to start with a little short called The Life of Death.
Oh.
The Life of Death.
That seems like
You're going to love this little movie.
Okay.
We're going to get into horror, and we're going to cover it all now. You're going to like The Life
That's
of
a
Death.
lot of pointing.
A lot. We need even more.
Keep pointing.
Life of Death.
Stop it.
I spent the day in the shade of a tree, thinking how we best to spend this precious time that we've been given. I came to thinking that the best use of my time would be with you. That would make me happy.
Plenty of sunshine through today with seasonal temperatures. We should reach our normal high in Bodie.
Life and Death. We talk about comedy and horror. I like that one.
That
All
was
right.
cute.
So
Poor Death. He just wanted to live.
He just wanted to learn to live and have fun. All right.
That book of life designed, or how to live book design decision is such a great visual gag. It's so good.
Long time ago, Satan and I did a photo shoot with my friend. She found a book like, I think My Boyfriend is the Antichrist. It's like a self-help book. It's like a joke. And we did a photo shoot where I'm like dressed like as a 1950s housewife and he's Satan and I'm holding the book reading it. Like over on the couch and he has like a beer and a remote control in one hand. It was fucking great.
So
we have to
good.
bring in the picture. We have to bring it in.
I'll have to
Yeah,
bring
I
it
would
in
love to
next
see
show.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd I go? All right.
Yeah, it says,
So look,
it says I think My Boyfriend is the Antichrist.
the next movie is called what is it called? The Road movie.
I like how he's looking at me like I know.
The Road movie. This is
Yeah.
a trailer for a great film that I'm dying to watch. I love these kind of realistic movies, and really, it's all dash cam video. It's kind of like a security cam or hidden found footage.
Some people don't like those.
I know some do.
people
Let's
do.
watch. You decide.
That's everything, though.
You decide. You decide.
Okay,
We
quit
bring
pointing.
you the horror.
We're starting it.
We bring you the horror.
The Road movie.
You like it, Janie?
Yes.
I like it. I mean,
It was definitely something interesting to watch.
Oh, all right. So the next trailer we're going to bring you is this Nick Cage movie, and it's called Mom and Dad. It's like a zombie
You
attack.
were telling me about this one.
All right, so let's just watch it. I mean, it's like a zombie attack on kids, but they're not zombies. They're just parents.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's total horror comedy.
Okay, that makes sense. But what you said is not. Maybe I'll understand it after I watch it. Let's watch it.
All right.
Let's see what it's about.
Hey, can I go to a movie with Riley tonight?
Yes, right.
Your grandparents are coming for dinner tonight, remember? Awesome. Grandpa telling his disgusting Vietnam stories.
Take my advice, don't ever have kids.
Everything just revolves around you, doesn't it? Yeah, whatever.
What's the rush today? It's like we're waiting for a buffet.
What's going on? Is that McKenna's mom?
Multiple reports are now coming in of parents murdering their own children.
Listen to me. We have to get out of the house before Mom and Dad come home. Dad?
Right foot in, you take your right foot out, you do the hokey pokey and you...
Yes. It's Mommy. Mommy's here. Are you two all right? We're not coming out, okay? You have to leave.
You're going to open the door! This is a really great idea, honey.
I forgot. Your parents.
That was tonight.
So, that's like a reverse of Cooties almost, right? Because Cooties was the kids killing like everybody, and so now it's the
good
adults
point.
killing everybody.
There's a fair number of movies where the kids kill, and now it's
Well, there's a like what is it? What's the one?
Village of the
Well,
Dead.
that one, yeah, that one's a very obvious one. Which is,
Children of the Corn.
there's a lot.
yeah, but what's the one I'm thinking of about where they go to the island? It has the lady from Terminator in it.
I can't remember.
The
what you're talking about.
Island by Michael Bay.
No, it's not the that's not the Island by Michael Bay. It's like you never
No, I know
something.
The Perfect Getaway
Okay,
with
you know what?
Steve
I
Zahn.
forget.
No,
Yeah.
it
All right,
was
so look.
not.
Fair
Those are
enough.
not
Okay.
those movies. You're just making shit up. Stop
this
it.
is the horror show, and we're going to bring
I will get you the name. I'm working on it. Something
the-
about playing. I don't remember. Okay, I've seen a lot of movies about children killing adults. Hi.
We're going to bring you the edgy horror movies. We don't care about those first run crappy movies that all the other shows talk about. We're going to bring you the underground.
I like it all.
All right.
You just talked about it.
Okay. You're right. You're right.
It's kind of
Yeah, you're right.
mainstream.
Guilty.
He's
All right.
guilty.
Okay, so look, while you're looking that up, can we talk about a heavy metal band in Finland? Because you know I'm on this Finland kick right now, called Thunderstone. Well, the drummer from Thunderstone had a kid, decided,
what's
it
her
would be
name?
cool. It would be cool if, there's Thunderstone, right? They're a power metal band from Finland. Went to a kids concert or something and thought this would be cool if the kids could get into metal. Why don't we bring metal to kids? And so Heavy Saurus was born. There they are. So we're going to show you a little music video from this freaking dinosaur band that is aimed towards children. Yes, just go with it, please. Trust us on this. That Heavy Saurus might be right up your alley. Let's take a look. Okay, so
It's called
What-
Who Can Kill a Child. I was so close.
that was original, yeah.
Yeah, I did not have Linda Hamilton. Linda Hamilton
By Dr. Seuss.
I haven't had a lot of sleep.
No. They
They
go to
remade
they-
it. The mostly English language Spanish production has the apocalyptic feel of the birds with kids instead of foul. That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
so-
how they described it on thoughtcode.com.
the kids kill.
Yeah.
So mom and dad
Who
is
could
just
kill a child? They
you know.
remade it. It's the exact same movie.
So let's talk about Heavy Source for a
That's
second.
what we do.
Now,
We
this is
remake
kids.
better movies
This is kids heavy metal.
into crappy movies. The original version is fine. Okay, so heavy metal kids dinosaurs.
Heavy metal kids dinosaur. So there's a market for
It's like if Barney was metal. What?
there's a market for kids in metal, and Heavy Source is filling that niche in Finland, and they even actually made a movie. They have a full blown movie, Heavy Source movie.
If
yeah,
they go
there
on
they are.
tour, I'm going to see them.
Is he like throwing the devil horns? That guy
They
in the
should
far right.
tour with Max Sabbath.
He's got 4 fingers or 3 fingers or something, but I guess that's sort
I
of
think he's got 3 fingers and a thumb.
and a nub.
No,
All right,
that's a thumb.
So you guys, here's my idea, right?
Rats have nubs.
If we talk about kids at a metal concert jumping up and down, they look to me to be the best audience. So I think what we could do is when Slayer's on tour, they could have their regular audience, and then they could have a kids audience, because all of the Slayer fans have kids that are young, and they want to jump up and down to those Slayer songs.
Pretty sure metalheads don't care. I'm pretty sure they'd rather just listen to it.
No, I think Slayer should play to a under 10 audience, and then a more
He's joking.
teenage and adult audience.
He's kidding.
I would like to see that show, though.
I just want to go see. I want to see Hevasaurus touring with Max Sabbath and maybe the Metalachi band.
Look, my opinion, Tom
That's a
Araya
concert I'd
and the
check
band
out.
have gotten a little bit soft
Hey,
around.
hey,
A little
hey,
bit
hey,
soft
hey,
around the
hey.
edges. That's all I'm saying.
Don't. We're
So,
not. I don't
look,
even know how Slayer came into play. We're talking about a dinosaur metal band from freaking Finland.
They could play to a children's
Okay,
only
I
audience.
get it. Quit. You keep
All right.
going on and on. I'm like,
Okay,
can we move
we
on?
have another movie preview.
Yes.
It is called Victor Goodyear.
Sorry,
This
I
is
didn't
a
mean to be
trauma
bossy.
film. And so
like
it
trauma.
looks very cool, too. Now, I sent this to our good friends over at Little Spark Films, and I think Joe watched it. He thought it was very entertaining. But let's take a look at Victor Goodview, another new, good underground movie horror that you will want to check out.
It's like I tell my kids, it's not about how much toothpaste you use. It's how you brush. That perfect S is a day changer.
I don't understand why you couldn't let me know.
You haven't picked up a shift in over a month. Go to Ishmael's. Just get a coffee or something.
Yo, Vic, come back down here. I got something for you. You having a blessed day out this or what?
I just got busted in the store.
Remember, can't come after you for the rent, Con Ed, or you're dead.
Just turn off my electricity.
Well, I'm not.
We'd like Victor to come in for an interview.
Let me ask you something between you and I, old friends. Are you constipated, my man?
Victor, what is that?
Leslie, no. I do not want to be in the middle of
Something
this.
for once in your life.
Oh, I do drink.
Really?
I have a bloody interview tomorrow if you would just leave me alone.
Oh my God. Victor, is that you?
Smoke?
Yeah.
Get up there. Just give me the 20. I'm gonna go down and haul the cop.
You came back.
Look, Rick, look. Can't park there. I can't do my car dates no more.
You have a car?
No.
Jerry, wait! Jerry! Jerry, wait! Please! I'm not finished!
Oh, looks like the remolachas are working already.
So yeah, trauma. 40 years of disrupting media. I wish that we could have thought of that tag phrase, for our, like, I don't know, 12 months of disrupting.
Of a new one.
12 months of disrupting media. How about that?
No, that's traumas. You can't take traumas.
13 months of disrupting media here on the Corpsepaint Show.
You can't steal traumas tagline, love.
All right. Well, we're going to do something
We'll come
similar.
up with our own.
Yeah. Can you help us think of it and send it to an email, stiltdemon@gmail.com, and let me know your thoughts. I'd like a phrase like that.
We need a
I'm just saying.
tagline.
Yeah. All right. So shit happens if you're lucky.
Satan's siren song.
All right. So we got some more horror films to talk to you about. Some cool previews. You got to stay up on the underground horror and metal. So stay tuned to the Corpsepaint Show. If you go to our cool YouTube channel, we got all kinds of awesome episodes that you may want to check out with all kinds of metal bands and horror movie directors, etc.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we talk about next? What were we doing next? Was it the campfire
Graveyard Stories?
Thank you. Yeah. Let's take a look. Graveyard Stories.
Look over there. Is it a ghost? Is it the devil about to strangle you to death? Or is it your imagination?
Welcome to my humble abode.
Bring about the great spirit of Amun-Ka. Come now! Come now!
Oh, I forgot the introduction.
Where are you headed, kind stranger?
Police now know the killer was wearing some kind of plastic devil mask while committing the murder.
The mummy's not waking up to get you, Sam.
Pull up your socks because you're going on a ride to hell.
All right, now, I don't know about you, Janie Slash, but I like movies with bad acting. I do.
What are you saying? You're saying those are bad actors?
I'm saying that I like a movie I can laugh at sometimes, even if it is serious horror or attempting to be.
I like good acting, and I like anthologies. I also like movies that are so bad they're good.
I saw that trailer just now, and I was a little disappointed because I am such a huge fan of anthology style filmmaking. Like the Creepshow movies are some of my favorite movies, and it's like I don't want to see it because it looks pretty rough, but at the same time I want to support it because I want more of this type of movie done. So I find myself in a catch-22.
Did you see Holidays?
I've not seen Holidays yet, or XX.
XX is great. Holidays has some good ones, but it's not all. I like anthologies because if you're watching it, maybe the one you're watching is not great, but it's usually 10 to 15 minutes, and you move on to the next one. So it's not that bad. You don't have to suffer that long versus like a 90-minute movie where you're like, will this just end?
Well, and I'm also a fan of short-form horror fiction as well.
Me too.
Because I feel that it's like the perfect length.
We want to see you. Can we see you? Yeah, there we
Hi,
go. Okay.
everybody.
I was wondering where that voice came from.
The great and powerful Ziggy.
Okay.
It's a disembodied voice. You just spoiled it.
This show comes together because of Janie Slash, because of Satan. We produce it, but it's really produced with Ziggy too.
Ziggy does all the work.
Our sound engineer who puts the whole thing all
Ziggy
together.
makes it happen. If it weren't for Ziggy, we'd just be sitting in our house talking about this.
Look,
stuff.
the point is, we send him the chaos, and he semi-organizes it.
It is what it is.
All right, now the next film is a remake. You look badass like that. That's cool. A remake of a French film called Inside, and unfortunately Hollywood got a hold of it. But let's take a look at this trailer anyways. Inside is the next one.
So what are we gonna name her?
How about Zoe?
Really?
Yeah, why not?
She just kicked. Feel it.
What?
She's just perfect, Sarah. Except for some internal scrapes, all is well.
It's okay. I'm ready.
Is there anybody that can give you a ride in? It'd be better if you didn't drive.
I don't drive anymore.
I don't think I'm capable of doing this by myself.
You know, we're here for you, whatever you need.
I'm scared that I'm gonna be a bad mother.
You know, you're invited to have dinner with us tonight. This neighborhood becomes a ghost town on nights like this.
I don't feel much like celebrating.
Hello?
I have a problem with my car. Please, could you open the door?
My husband is sleeping. I don't want to wake him.
Your husband isn't sleeping, Sarah. He's dead.
It's clean. There's nobody out there. Whoever it was is gone.
You'll have to come out sooner or later. Let her coming out, Sarah.
I know you're in there, Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
Did they switch it out for like? She had scissors in the original, which made it way creepier. Did they switch the scissors out for a knife?
It looks like they did.
The scissors were what made it. 'Cause she had these big, scary ass, gnarly scissors, like the ones you like used in school. You know, the scary ones, like
The big, heavy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like shears.
She's like, I'm coming to cut that baby out of you. Versus a knife, like a knife's so overdone. The scissors were fucking awesome. That's what kind of made the movie.
I think.
Check
that-
out the original inside. The cover art is lame, but the movie is fantastic. So just go find it and watch it.
The original one.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not
it's
the
from
new
like
one.
15 years ago, 10 years ago.
It's not from 15 years ago. It's like a little over 10.
Yeah.
All right, so
Is it 15
okay.
years ago?
10.
10. Yeah, I was saying it was like because I watched it I was 20.
All right,
something
so
when I watched
speaking of horror movies, and this is an American remake, and we're on remakes. So what's coming up in 2018, Janie Slash?
it. What's a remake?
Halloween.
Halloween's not a remake.
All right, a reboot.
It's not even a reboot. It's a continuation of the original Halloween. We're skipping 3 on and picking up exactly from where 2nd left off, is my understanding, right?
I think it's 40 years after
40 years later.
the second movie ends.
Yeah, it's 40 years later. They're gonna start off from the second movie. Like none of the other ones happened. So 40 years after the second movie,
Is Jamie Lee Slash in this movie?
Jamie Lee Curtis is in the movie. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she plays Laurie Strode, and her daughter is played by Judy Greer.
Oh.
Yeah, they keep announcing casting. They just started, I think, production
Like
of it last
Judy
week.
Greer? I love Judy Greer.
Judy
She
Greer
is
plays
so
her daughter.
great.
I got her confused with Pam Grier, who we mentioned.
Yeah, I was to say, I was like, they're not even the same person. Not
Judy
even close.
Greer needs more work. That's
She doesn't get any work. She's never in anything. I feel there was like a period where she was in a lot of movies and then she just disappeared.
She's amazing.
She plays Laurie Strode's daughter.
Judy Greer, please come on the show.
Judy Greer, please come on the show.
Come on, we're
All
gonna
right.
talk about Halloween.
Did we have a picture? Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah.
And Nick Castle plays Michael Myers.
I don't know if I sent you a picture of John Carpenter too, but oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, John Carpenter. But
So
yeah,
he-
they started production of it last week, from my
So
understanding.
he's got the Cleopatra logo behind him. So I don't know. Maybe this is a Cleopatra release, which is cool.
I don't.
like that.
I don't know if this is actually from that. You're just assuming things. It's
Right.
actually a
Oh,
Blumhouse release.
Actually, what I'm doing is I'm really leaping.
You are really leaping.
Leaps
It's
of-
Blumhouse.
leaps of non-faith.
It's Blumhouse. It's
Blumhouse.
not. It's
All
not
right.
Cleopatra.
So can we watch this non-trailer trailer?
Yeah, you can watch this non-trailer.
All right,
trailer.
let's take a look. Kind of a teaser.
Give him 2 lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over.
Michael Myers is the most dangerous patient I have ever observed. Instinctive force. He's waiting. For what? You fooled him, haven't you, Mike? But not me.
Oh yeah, we like staying in the extreme underground, and so we invite you to stay with the non-award-winning Corpsepaint show.
We're not going to be winning any awards.
We're
anytime
proudly
soon.
non-award winning because we're so freaking underground. You'll want to stay with us.
We are underground, actually.
We're way underground.
We have been nominated for a Peabody.
All right. So, Janie Slash, your observations here about the third installment, I guess you're saying, of Halloween.
Yeah, it's going to be like a trilogy, from my understanding.
What do you think?
I don't know. There's not enough information for me to actually make a decision.
Cool. All right,
I'm
fair
just
enough.
You guys
stating
want
what
me
I
to
have.
give
I'm always open.
My Halloween pitch.
As long as we can
like
see
if,
you.
If I was writing this script, what I would do?
Yeah.
So Laurie Strode has spent the last 40 years of her life just running.
Yeah.
Just constantly.
It'd be like Run Lola Run.
No. No.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be Logan's Run either. No. She is just like the movie. She's constantly, and then at one point she finally thinks that she's safe, and so she starts a family, and then Michael finds her and then kills her family, and that's where the movie begins. And then the rest of the movie is now she is tired of this, and so she has finally decided that the only way to end this is for her to kill Michael. And so the movie is then her hunting him.
Oh.
That is the movie that I would
The hunted
Yes.
becomes
Yeah.
the hunter.
But
And the
are
hunter
there
becomes the hunted.
Are there
Yes.
horny babysitters in the movie?
I mean, maybe that's what it is her daughter is babysitting someone, and that's how Michael, like,
I liked how, like, in the original Halloween, the horny babysitter got rid of all the kids on, like, the non-horny babysitter so she could do it with her boyfriend.
Right, look.
The first one is so good.
But couldn't
What?
Jamie Lee Curtis be a babysitter still?
No.
Okay.
Daycare owner?
All right.
She could be a daycare owner. She's the headmistress of a daycare. Michael Myers comes to the daycare. and-
Yeah, sort of like
The daycare massacre.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, right?
No, that's not the same.
Okay. All right. So Laurie Strode
That's
becomes
a
a
bit
nun.
reaching.
How about that? And then she becomes a murderous, rampaging nun.
Okay, he's been watching a lot of nunsploitation lately. That's where this is coming from.
I like nun porn.
Nun-
no,
nun-
I meant to
nun?
say nun movies. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
He's
So,
watching nunsploitation. Well, they're kind of, they're iffy.
welcome to the horror show. It's the Corpsepaint show where we bring you
We
the
are the
underground.
horror
We dwell in the filth that is the lower level of movie making and some awesome metal as well.
You don't have to be that, like, insulting.
No. I think you meant to say that positive.
That didn't sound positive. You should.
All right. So look,
The grime of culture.
the lowest grime. We've got a grime rate here on our show that is exceedingly high.
You're not helping yourself. You should just
Okay.
stop now.
So look. All right. Are there any other? I sent you a trailer for
friend of the show Paul Taylor's new movie.
Yes!
That thing we've been waiting for forever.
The Judgment of Hellraiser.
Judgment comes out in February, and they released a trailer just a couple weeks ago. I have no idea.
We're gonna kill you.
I don't know.
Keep it lively, lame brain.
You
here
know,
on this
lame
show.
brain's 2 words.
All right. So let's take a look at
So kill doesn't
what's it
make
called
sense.
again? Hellraiser Judgment.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's take a look.
seeks evil.
What is going on here?
Let's just dive in, shall we?
What we're investigating is very dark.
Just curious. What do you see?
You think you're too close to this case?
Jesus Christ.
It's him.
What on earth is this place? It isn't. There's hell to pay.
Yeah, there's hell to pay. I'll be damned. There is hell to pay, Janie Slash. Now, that looked awesome to me. Hellraiser Judgment
I'm
with
excited.
our good friend Paul
You can
Taylor.
Pre-purchase it on Amazon now.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
And
So,
then also, don't forget in February, that great movie Victor Crowley comes out.
you know what?
Is it
I've got the
February?
poster right
I
here.
think it's February.
No, it's on DVD right now.
No, it's not.
No, I think it is.
No, it's
or maybe
not.
it's pre-order.
It's pre-order.
Yeah.
It came out in February.
This is the signed poster of Victor Crowley. Victor Crowley. Oh yeah, which is number 4
It's
in the Hatchet.
really, really good. I mean, it's the best Hatchet film. It's so good.
I thought it was on DVD right now.
I don't think so, Joe.
Okay.
Let me see.
All right.
Yeah, you can pre-order it on Amazon. It keeps popping up on my recommendations list. I have not pre-ordered
mine too.
it yet.
Yeah, but it's not available for DVD. That's why I said you can pre-order it.
Victor
Pre-order.
Crowley. We met Adam Green. It was so fun.
Adam Green's awesome.
All right. So look, let's cover a few things I'd like to talk about.
I was
Go
actually looking up Adam Green's Wikipedia page today, and I don't know if you guys know this. He is the front man for a heavy metal band called Haddonfield,
Yeah, I knew
which
that.
is based off of the fictional town in Halloween.
Halloween,
I did not
of
know
course.
that. I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
That
So he's a
is- yeah.
singer in Haddonfield.
He is. He has that TV show too.
All right, so Ziggy, let's talk about some of the flyers we have in pictures, etc. I want to mention
The release date of Victor Crowley is February 6th, 2018, just to give you a heads up.
Okay, good. So just around the corner.
So, yeah. See?
All right.
A week and a half from today.
Our friend Frankie has a great firm, a company that she started called Rock and Soul Wellness.
Yes. She
And
has fantastic massages and facials.
She's a licensed. Yeah, look at that. Look how pretty that is.
Licensed
But
massage therapist.
She is a licensed massage therapist, and let her get her hands on you. Rock and Soul Wellness, if you're in Dallas. But look it up on Facebook and just give her a
She
like.
has out call right now. And I
Rock-
believe you can schedule an appointment soon with her at Platinum Ink.
Rock and Soul Wellness, DFW is her Facebook, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait because
She will be at the Bleeding Hearts Ball, too, giving out massages.
Oh,
for
yeah,
charity.
maybe we can click on that real quick. Will that pop up? The Bleeding Hearts Ball. And, man, I'm glad you mentioned it. It's coming up, what,
Mhm.
February 11th?
February 11th.
February 11th. That's a big day.
That's the Vampire Court of Dallas. We've had them on our show. It is for charity. And, yeah, so
Oh,
attend
they're
it.
trying to raise $1,000 for charity.
Yeah, they're
benefiting the Heart of Gold Foundation.
Yeah, so the theme is gold. Yeah, so you can wear
Oh, is it?
gold
Okay,
attire. You can wear whatever, but fancy.
So if
dress
you're in
up,
Dallas, you can
nice.
attend that event. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good. They have a bunch of really awesome raffles. They've got great performers. The performers they have are incredible. They have Emma Dilemma, Lady V, and Artie Dodger.
No kidding. That's good.
It's gonna be the Night of Magic sideshow
Very
and
good.
aerials.
Now, I sent you some other announcements or pictures or various things we've got. And
Do you have a Scary Cherry for February 2nd?
Oh, that's where we were last night. That's Wits End.
Yeah,
With
that's
all
Wits
those
End.
crazy lime bikes out front. That's
Those
our
lime
that's our
bikes.
place, Wits End. And
I was fighting area for the lime bikes. I was trying to hula hoop outside of Wits End, and there were lime bikes everywhere. I finally just gave up.
yeah. This deserves some serious attention. Okay. Hold on. We got more announcements and stuff, but I forgot what they are. Ziggy's just going to try and scroll through them. But we have, we had a fun at Witch End last night. We got Bleeding Hearts Ball coming up. I'm very excited about the fact Victor Crowley's on DVD soon.
Yes.
Rock and Soul Wellness. She's a licensed massage therapist who will take care of you.
Scary Cherry.
February 2nd.
At 3 Links.
Heck yeah.
With the guillotines.
Those are our friends, Scary Cherry and the Bang Wings. And the guillotine.
Bangs.
I said it wrong.
Yeah, you
and
did.
the guillotines as well, like them as well. All right.
I know you know what it's called. We're good. Yeah, Scary
Janie
Cherry
Slash.
and the Bang Bangs. I will be there with Raindrops. We'll be performing with them.
Man, that's great.
I honestly, just to be fair, I much prefer Scary Cherry and the Dang Wangs.
At the day. All right. Hey,
Scary Larry and the Gangbangs.
Janie Slash, would you stand up and show us your shirt too? Because I like it a lot. I think it says something about Satan. Oh yeah, Satan School for Girls. That was freaking great. Now, we cannot forget about Bruce Campbell events coming up, and there's 2 of them.
This Friday at Gas Monkey Live, they are doing a double screening of Evil Dead and Army of Darkness. Evil Dead will start at 7:30, and Army of Darkness will start at 9:30. It's free.
At
Gas Monkey Live. I already said that.
Yeah. So,
That funky, gassy monkey.
if you're in Dallas, come see the
It's going to be
double
free. We encourage you to dress up. So dress like your favorite Deadeye. Just don't actually try to possess anybody's soul or kill them, please.
feature. Wait, I'd be okay with that.
Yes,
No.
no real sawed-off shotguns
No,
allowed.
and please leave your chainsaws at home unless they are foam or fake.
Unless they are a medical prosthesis for which you have a license from a licensed medical professional.
All right.
Not someone who's taking chemistry
I
classes.
have a foam chainsaw. Whenever Alamo Draft House did the Army of Darkness screening there, they gave us foam chainsaws and cap guns. We were all like shooting the screen.
Neat. Hey, can we talk
my
about the
chainsaw
other
sound.
Bruce Campbell event?
Last fan standing. Yeah.
There it is, Friday, February 23.
If you think you are good at trivia, that's what this is. Especially like kind of nerdy, fun fandom trivia. You should come out. You should come out regardless because it'd be amazing. Just
Now,
saying.
what does the J stand for?
All right, so look, here is another announcement. We'll be talking to Bruce Campbell live on this show February 11th.
Yes, we
So
will.
we'll ask him these annoying questions that he's been asked a lot. No, we won't. We'll just ask him, how is this event going to work? Do you have to stand up because it's called Last Fan Standing? And what do you need to brush
well,
up
considering
on?
there's not really any seating at Gas Monkey Live, I'm assuming you would have to stand.
But everybody does have to keep their hand on a Volkswagen.
Yeah, for 8
I
hours.
always wanted to do one of those. I think I could do it. I think I could do it.
Well, they give you a break where you go to the bathroom once an hour or something.
Do they?
It depends. Some of them,
I wouldn't. I'd be like, no, you're gonna hold it.
Like, there are some states that have actually outlawed those competitions because they just devolved into like terrifying tests of will that did not go well.
I've only
for
seen it
others.
on television, and people like stare each other down, and they're like, "Yeah, you should go pick that up." And they're like, "No, you should go do that." No, hey, look over there. Is
All right,
that so and so?
hey, let's get back to the point. So Bruce Campbell, February 23rd, will be here in Dallas for a live event at Gas Monkey Live. Last Fan Standing.
Hey, I've been reading his new book. It's really good.
Do you have it with you?
I don't have it.
Okay,
with
that's
me.
all right.
at
It's
home.
called Hail to the...
Chin.
Say it loud.
Hail to the Chin.
When you call me that, say it loud.
Say it proud.
It's called Hail to the Chin, and it's really good. You should pick up a copy. I got the one of the last autographed copies from Dark Delicacies in Burbank.
Nice.
Please
Hey,
out.
Ziggy,
They have
what
awesome
other
autographed books online.
What other pictures or events do we have that you got to pop up? Is there anything else?
I do have one.
Talk to me.
This is next Sunday at True Love Bar in Waco.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's your Waco gig.
Yes, the Ignore the Pro Bowl Party 3, because this is the 3rd year that they've done it. It's at True Love Bar in Waco. It's a comedy show that I will be performing on, doing an extended set, so significantly longer than I normally do. It's going to be a really good show, and a whole bunch of my very, very funny friends are on this show. Carrie Smith, DDT, Reggie French, Dexter Givens, a whole bunch of funny people. This is like a real Murderer's Row of Metroplex comedy.
Nice.
Going to Waco.
Are you saying
the show starts at 7:30?
Therefore, there'll be a lot of gallows humor.
There will be a lot of New York Yankees baseball players from the 1950s.
I don't know what you're referring to there.
That they used to call that lineup Murderer's Row.
Oh, gotcha. All right. All right. So, can we look? We're right in the dead heart of winter. We are in the dead heart. Yeah, every season does.
I'm pretty sure it was hailing today.
And
April is the cruelest month.
April's what?
The cruelest month.
Because you have to pay your taxes. I don't know. Satan, I'll be damned. Let's show a cool video from our friend Ingar that I really like. You know what? It's because it shows this great scenery where he's skiing in Norway. I love this freaking video.
Okay, can we start it?
Let's just start it and watch it because
I get it. Can we start it?
It's my homage
start it.
to winter.
Start it. He's just going to keep talking.
Our friend Ingar from the band Crest of Darkness, Norwegian black metal. Check him out.
So nice.
But he also loves to go skiing on the top mountain, it seems like to me, in Norway.
Hi, I don't know what's most interesting for you who are following my blog here on YouTube, but once again I bring you into the Norwegian woods. The forest is looking really beautiful today. It's full winter, a lot of snow, and I love skiing. So, and I know that even if this is quite normal for Norwegians like me, I know that some of you, the southern parts of Europe and other places in the world, think this is quite exotic, and I understand. For charities, this is really something special, and I just want to show you a little bit of my winter world. And here we go again! Woo! Yeah! This is just perfect! Huh? Isn't this a pretty postcard from Norway?
Yeah, all right, good. So, look, Ingar, thank you, man, for posting that on YouTube. There he is skiing in Norway. I just think it looks beautiful. And I'm inspired by this guy. He writes great metal. And I just like the fact that he loves nature, too. Gets out.
Yeah, I also, this week, they announced the dates for Mad Monster, Arizona, which,
Cool.
of course, I will be going to, which is July 13th through
July
the
2018.
15th. July 13th through the 15th, 2018. The RIP tickets are going super fast, so you should get some before they sell out.
Mad Monster. Got
So
it.
you can come cheer me on when I compete to be Miss Arizona again for the 4th time! And I'll lose again, but it's okay. I like it. It's fun.
All right. So, look, totally cool. Now, we
I
did
kind
it.
of don't want to win anymore.
We did announce that on February 11th, we're going to be talking to Bruce Campbell and also to Christine Young. Which you love, Christine Young. But it looks like in 2 weeks, and I'm working this out with Mystica Girls, this metal band from Mexico, that I'd love to talk to on the show. And we're trying to work it out. But why not just show a little snippet of their live gig so you get a flavor of what this band is about? Mystica Girls, that we'll have, it looks like in 2 weeks. Try and work it out. I like that sound. Janie Slash, you like it? Yeah. First off, it's for women making metal. I like it. I just like their approach. I like their sound, and man, cool. It'd be great to have them on the show.
Yeah.
And trying to work that out.
Definitely.
Hopefully, it'll be in
Let's try
2
to work it out.
weeks. We're trying to work that out. So coming up.
Also, a reminder that February is coming up pretty fast, and that's Women in Horror Month.
Right.
So we will be covering that
So
every week in February.
Women actresses and women
Directors, authors,
Yeah.
clothing designers, anything that's horror related that's women.
Gotcha. Okay.
Doctors, lawyers, engineers.
Yes, indeed. Hey, all right.
Business
So,
owners.
before the show, I just want to say a big thank you again to Gregg from Venomous Maximus. Ziggy, I know you've got some recent purchases that we were looking at earlier. Let's talk about them, man. I love all the graphic novels you pick up.
Sure, yeah. Actually, the first one that I'm going to talk about is actually, I know it's rare, not a comic book. I picked this up a couple years ago, and I finally started reading it. It's called North American Lake Monsters by Nathan Ballingrud. And it's the Shirley Jackson Award winner for 2012 for Best Anthology. And it's a collection of short stories, and it is very good. I've really been enjoying this right out of the gate. The first story just hooks you, and then you want to just keep. It's very good. I cannot recommend this book enough.
So each story is about.
Have you read any Shirley Jackson books?
I've not read any of her books. I've read
Speaking of women in horror.
I've read like every middle schooler, The Lottery, which is just brutal.
I think we froze on the screen there. So, there we go.
Not a problem.
But House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah, of course.
Or The Haunting. Sorry, The Haunting.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not House on Hill. The Haunting. Is she wrote The Haunting? The Haunting's really good. I highly recommend it. It follows the original movie pretty much perfectly. Not the remake. The remake sucked.
Yeah.
All right. So is every story about an aquatic monster?
No. There are vampires and werewolves in it. It's just kind of the title that they chose. It's not necessarily thematic to it. If anything, the stories more are thematically about romance, and romance going Ari in interesting and weird ways.
Oh, all right.
So, yeah. The next one I got is, I've talked about Thomas Ligotti on the show before. I've actually had the first volume of The Nightmare Factory on the show before. I picked up the second volume, and it's more of his horror short stories turned into comic form with completely different artists adapting each story. And just like the first Nightmare Factory, it is absolutely terrifying imagery with the backdrop of truly existentially nihilistic horror shorts.
Cool.
He really is the modern extension of Lovecraft between Lovecraft and Caitlin R. Kiernan. So,
The Nightmare Factory.
Yes. And then I have one more. This is more mainstream, so just fans of general comics might actually like this. It's called Batman Gothic, and it's actually the collected first arc from the Legends of the Dark Knight comic series. And Grant Morrison wrote it. It is essentially Batman fighting an undead ghost that is a child molester that also was the headmaster at his boarding school when he was a child.
Ooh.
So it's a really weird, creepy, tonal shift in Batman that you don't necessarily see a lot. It is more of a gothic horror story than a traditional Batman story, and it's really, really good. So I highly recommend Batman Gothic as well.
Very neat. Very cool. Yes. All right. We want to say hi to all our friends in Portugal. Janie Slash, all of our friends in Portugal. All of our friends in Portugal. Hello. We're glad to have you as part of the Corpsepaint Show. All right. So what did we learn today? I don't know if we learned anything. The point is, please stay with us. We'll always give you the cool news about horror films, interesting metal bands, underground stuff going on, and neat festivals. Found out about another cool festival today that we'll talk more about next week called Psych Fest. That is, I don't know, it just looks real, real good. Maryland Death Fest coming up. Talk about that too. All right, Ziggy, thanks, man. And your event next week is on the 28th in Waco.
We will miss you.
Yes, don't worry, guys.
Have a good event.
We will still be having a corpse paint show next week. And my comedy show doesn't start until 7:30. So if you are on the way to Waco, you can listen online at our Facebook page. And if you do miss the show, don't worry, because it will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's true.
Thanks again to Gregg from Venomous Maximus. And you for watching and viewing and staying with us. And
Thank
remember,
you.
we dwell in the filth. We'll bring you to the underground and always keep you informed. Janie Slash, what else?
That's all I got.
I'm excited about Bruce Campbell events coming up.
Yeah,
right?
I am too. Yeah.
Totally cool.
This Friday.
Yeah.
Friday.
Thanks, you guys. We'll say adios. We'll sign off. Talk to you soon. Thank you.
Have a good night and have a good week.
Yeah, the Corpsepaint Show. Every Sunday we're here live. We're going to give you 90 minutes of live, great, irreverent shit. And also just talk about Satan and talk about movies and talk about metal and talk about Janie Slash's weekly dose of horror.
Yeah. Texas Fright My Weekend. I am here with Dee Wallace. Don't stare at my boobs the whole time.
Sure. I do get comments from occasionally religious fanatics.
I have seen people stop and down
wag their finger at me for being tight.
The Corpsepaint Show rules!